Hello everyone, welcome back to Forever Skies. They released the Echoes Part 2, which adds a lot more content past this biome barrier here to the ominous Christmas music. We're gonna have to figure out how to open this up. I'm guessing shoot bolts at it, because I think that's what the last one required. Seems like there's a bunch of question marks now as well, which is good, because that means new content. Alright, let's see. Would you shoot a bolt at it? Does that make it disappear? It does not. Requires module organic extractor. Well, maybe if we scan it, it'll teach us how to make it. So we can just print this in our suit printer somewhere. Well, I don't see it, which is kind of odd. Like you would expect it to be in here, because this is where the other modules are. I don't see it in any other tab either. Do we still have to research it? I bet that's it, right? Yes, it is. Alright, now we should be able to craft it. There it is. Now is it a bad time to say that I kind of forgot how this works? Alright, here's a module slot. Alright, good. Figured it out in the end. And there we go. That's a lot of biomass right there. Let's put the reload one back. Put this one in storage. Yeah, I can see now why I have this one in storage. I was wondering about that, why it wasn't just equipped. But it all makes sense now. Let's see if we can go to the question mark areas first. I don't see any quests pop up on our screen just yet. Because I think the ones we see right now are still from part 1. Which I really should get around to soon. And there's one over there. Unknown relocation reached. No, it just looks like the same windmill we have been going to this entire time. Actually, that's good, because I was running low on helium anyway. And that can be found often around here. We can use a computer here. That's a bunch of railings. Alright, I think that's all the helium that this place has to offer. We don't really need anything else. Even though I see some of the quests on the map now, I'm first going to go to the other question mark. As these are fully new locations. Well, they were supposed to be anyway. That does look kind of new though. I do not recognize anything that looks like that. Yeah, that looks like quite the interesting area. I don't get why it doesn't have a quest, or how special it looks, but I'm especially interested in this top part right here. Seems to be a tower. Nothing more to that, I guess. Let's set foot on here. Desolate tower. Really, there's no unidentified objects here. I guess the place isn't as special then as I thought. To be fair, the rest just seems very... well, I would say normal, but... didn't have one of these in there on the other place. Well, I had one upgrade. Yeah, okay. It looks pretty special, but I guess it's pretty similar to the other ones that we find in the other biome. Just looks a little different here. In that case, I want to go and check out the quest. Alright, we have arrived to our very first destination. And interestingly, the other location that has the exclamation mark does look to be the same. Alright, where would we have to go, I wonder? This seems like a rather big place. Alright, I'm gonna try my luck in this area right here. Here's where the radio is, but there is no request around here. Meaning that request can be literally anywhere. Oh. A fat dust moth egg. Right, you could also now incubate those. I forgot about that. So we can have our own little moths, I guess. I mean, technically we already could. But now you can incubate them as well. I think you can get different types. That's basically what that comes down to. Alright, since it's not in this tower here, or at least not that I see, we're gonna have to explore the rest of this place. Anything in here? Just some rotten food? Some actual stuff that needs to be in the fridge for once? What the hell is that, though? Luciferin fruit. Well, I guess you're coming with me. There are these little outcroppings. What is this, a farm? A playground? That's a dangerous playground, man. They just put all the bad kids up here or something? Well, they had some fun here, I suppose, at the very least. This must be where it's at, right? Yes, this is it. The quest. We can get the emblem of the Sky Pirates, as well as the Sky Pirate theme for completing this. We have to fly towards the marked location on the map. So where is this X marks the spot at? I guess that one right over there? That one is a different quest then. Because otherwise that would have been gone as well. Let's go to the axe first. It is kind of close by anyway. I'm not 100% sure how many quests the update added. So far it doesn't look like as many as part 1 though. Alright, let's start from the bottom this time. Find the shed marked axe. You would think if it's a shed, it would be out here somewhere, right? There's not much here, though. This, in and of itself, seems like a very weird area. Alright, let's head inside. Is this the shed that's marked with an axe? Yes. I'll read this. The treasure map. It lies here. 2 paces forward, 2 paces to the right, 2 paces to the left, 3 paces to the left, a real treasure. Oh boy. Man, we're gonna have to remember this. 2 forward, 2 right, 2 left, 3 left. I'm already forgetting this. And I'm literally looking at it. Alright, let's see. 2 paces. So that is this, I imagine. 2 paces to the right. So that's 1, 2. And it's 2 paces to the left. So 1, 2. And then 3 paces. 1, 2, 3. This is it, right? Hell yeah. Sowing rumors, reaping a storm. And that's it. We now get the emblem. I'm actually kind of interested to see that. Also, what happens if... Ow! Okay, that's what happens if we chose wrong. My god. Here I thought there would just be dead ends or something. But no, it's death, pretty much. People were up to some crazy shit, man, after the world collapsed. Alright, let's go find the airship and let's get out of here. There's more quests to be gotten. Yeah, so far it looks like we can only go to the one back there. Like in part 1, it felt like there were quests all over the place. Alright, I did a quick read. There's 3 new side quests. So we just did 1. And we find the second one over here somewhere. Another desolate tower. Oh, this one is going to be as easy as right at the radio tower. Trash bin and recycler, living on scraps of scraps. Well, that was quite easy for a change. I will admit though, similarly to before, I do like the quest. But like the POIs, man. They are so extremely similar. Like they already were, to begin with. They added a few more, which is good. But it feels like all these quest ones are just the same. Like by now, they do have a decent variety of them. So I don't get why they're all like locked into these samey new ones. So that place seems to have a lot more of these new fruits. So I guess that's just a new thing that this biome has? Well, if anything, it goes into the chest. Right, we also had the fat dust moth egg. But we need to get the incubator for that. Which I don't really see around here. Oh, and we passed the area? That's not good. We need to find the trash bin. Hold up. Seems like it crossed off a bunch of stuff, probably because we already had those from before the update. I was like, where the hell is this place at? But we're underneath it. It's definitely gonna be up here. For sure. Is that the trash bin? Yep, it is. That's a lot larger than I thought it was gonna be. Alright, yet another easy find. At least they do lead to the older locations. The quest then, I mean. Alright, I'm gonna go over to that location right there. That has the yellow dot. Just because I don't really know what else to go for. Something is clearly wrong with this place. But the weird thing is, this is a construction site. This isn't even a workshop area. Which, in that case, why the heck is this marked? Because there also isn't really anything here. Not that I can see, anyway. Right, we're just gonna fly forward a bit. See if we can spot something. Right, in the meantime, I totally forgot about this pirate emblem. Go make that real quick. I'm guessing it's just some wall decorations. Yeah, it is. Nice. There we go, that's a little better placed. There we go, the final side quest. And again, this place is on the construction side. I think that's just broken. Like, this entire quest is broken anyway. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't something at those construction sites. If you know anything about that, please leave it in the comments down below. But I looked around and I couldn't find anything. There's an entire, like, pirate ship around here. Well, if, they're gonna place a quest anywhere, it has to be there, right? Let's go take a little look-sees around here, then. Well, pretty what I was, thinking to find. Members of the Ares expedition. We finally found out what happened to to most of the members of the expedition. We expected them to be all dead. After all, they were among the first to return to Earth. It's just sad that their end was so cruel. Seems like he died eating a ton of food, though, so... guess he went out on his own merits there. Oh man, here's another one. Oh, maybe it entered this place and then, got messed up. Do not enter. That seems like a prime location. And I fucking walked in anyway. I was gonna say, that looks like prime location for, secrets. And it still does. How the heck are we gonna get up there, though? Or behind there? I guess from the top, right? Yup. Aha. I have secrets. The egg incubator. That's what we need for the fat moth. Hell yeah. And here's the way to open it up. Nice, and that also lowers that again. I think we can actually jump on our airship from here, too. Ow. Yeah, we can. Okay, sweet. Where does that axe lead us to? Not too far away from here. Actually, that's not even an axe. Fly to the Virgo expedition place. I'm guessing we're gonna have to be in that building right there again. That is often how this tower seems to work, anyway. Alright, find the Virgo expedition. Huh. Maybe it isn't right here. Ugh. Jeez. Let's go take him out from a distance. I do not feel like dealing with anything bad. I hear more, though, and they seem to be inside, which, not fair, man. There we go. I guess that there's so many bees makes sense in a way. If this is where we're gonna get the, incubator. But my god, is it kind of annoying to deal with them sometimes. Alright, I hear something that seems like a moth incubation. Can we scan from back here? No. We just get to look at it. Alright, deeper into the lab we go. Are you a moth, mate? A dead moth. What do we have to do here? A locked door requires a key card. Of course it would. There's a bunch of doors. That one needs power. This one can open up. It has a nature poster, a camera, something to read. A chance for a cure. Yeah, we already found that, though. What you hiding back here? Requires a battery. Oh, that goes to the other door. Oh, it has a bunch of these fruits. I'm just kind of hoping for some seeds, because then I can grow them at the base. Guessing the key card is going to be in here. Oh, there's two inside of each other. That's odd. Of course, we would have to open both of them, eh? Please tell me I have some on me. I don't. Please tell me I can make it then. Having two on top of each other is kind of cheating game. Where the hell was this stuff at? There it is. I have need some synthetic. Which means we probably have to walk all the way outside again. Actually, never mind. There's some here. And there we go. There's the key card. I feel like they were supposed to, like, be put next to each other, or, like, not there at all. Let's put that in there. Open this up. And that. Ooh, the Fairy Sing Moth Egg. That is a new one. The Secret of Survival. Okay, these things just seem to survive everything, eh? That does mean now that we completed every single quest that this update has to offer. Let's go back to the ship and make that incubator, though. Let's research it first real quick. Alright, egg incubator. Place you down, like, right here. And an egg. We already have the fat version, so what about this fairy one? Requires luferin. That is probably what we get from these new plants, right? Yeah, that's what we get from the new fruits that we've been finding in this area. Good thing we have a few. Alright, it's done distilling. So we take that, and then we slap it into the incubator. It's gonna take 18 minutes for it to hatch. That's a long time. Let's hope that sleeping makes that go a bit quicker. Well, it sure has. Not all the way, though, sadly. Well, look at him. Well, we can consume him? No thanks, man. And let's just put the fat dude in there, so we get rid of the egg. And then we finally have a new moth to display in our little aquarium. Or vivarium, I guess. What this would be. If that is how you pronounce it. Can the flippin' lightning stop? It's been 2 days, man. I've been sleeping this entire time. Must be flying over England or something. Actually, I wonder if that fat moth that we have up there is going to be different. But I imagine it's just going to be this one. That's some crazy sounds that are coming from this thing. Yeah, it does seem to be just the same one as this. Yeah, it is. Okay. Hey, if we now find some more moth eggs, we can hatch some special variants. Which is pretty cool. For now, though, I'm gonna put the eggs in there. We don't really need them, so... But with that, we completed all the side quests that Echoes Part 2 has to offer. Checked out some of the moth incubation. And looking over the patch notes, that is about everything that this update had. Well, that including the Christmas event that we did last episode. The Part 3 should be coming out, I think, in January next month, right? At least early 2026, they said. That's when Part 3 is coming out, which will add some quests to the last of the biomes. We still have some side quests to do in the old biome, so we'll have to come back at some point. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. And I see you all on the next one. Bye, everyone.